Existing home sales fell unexpectedly last month, the first drop, in fact, in 4 months. Joining us to discuss the data is Bloomberg's Vera Gibbons. Surprising.
Yeah, I know. It was surprising. I think it caught a lot of people off guard because things have been looking better on the housing front. But it is just 1 month's number, even though it did come as a surprise, an unpleasant one at that. Particularly, as I said, coming off those 4 months of gain. What this number indicates is that the housing market is still fragile. We're not out of the woods yet. Still trouble in the housing market. Spoke to Lawrence Yun earlier from the National Association of Realtors, and he does point to the positives, though, that are helping to stabilize the market, one of which is a tax credit, which he'd like extended. But as for the recovery, he says, and I quote, that will only happen when home prices stabilize, when we have that self-sustaining housing market recovery.
What does the data then mean to recovery?
Right, that's the question, right? It signals that the recovery is going to be slow to gain any kind of speed. Also spoke to Chris Lowe. He's a chief economist at FTN Financial, and he says one of the biggest concerns going forward is that the 3 programs that have sort of been propping up the housing market, contributing to the growth and the stability, are going away over the next 6 months. You've got the FHA. They're, of course, tightening the lending standards because it's essentially bankrupt, as he says. First-time home buyer credit, that's going away. And the Fed is going to stop buying mortgage-backed securities at the end of March. That program has obviously kept mortgage rates very low. And as it's phased out, mortgage rates will rise. So this raises the question, and this is something that Chris Lowe brought up as well, how much of the strength we've seen in previous months has been real and how much of it has been because of the government support. 40% of home sales this year were people taking advantage of the tax credit, and if that goes away, the buyers may go away as well.
One positive takeaway, though, here, inventory is down, we learned today.
Right, that's right. We're chipping away at supply. We've gone from 9.3 months supply to 8.5 months. That's the lowest since April 2007. But keep in mind, a 7-month supply is usually consistent with stabilization in prices. Also keep in mind, Lori, not to continually throw cold water on this, but half of the transactions we're seeing these days are distressed sales. So while we're making strides at chipping away at the inventory, a lot of that is foreclosure activity, Lori.
Vera Gibbons, thanks for that.